Good evening, boys and girls. Muddy here. It's 20 past 6 and I've just got back from work and I thought I'd take the dogs out. Now it's been raining all day today, everything's soaked. This place is like a rainforest, it's really humid. I'm sweating big time. But it's good fun. And the reason I'm out here is to take the dogs for a walk, as I do every day, but also I thought I needed to make up a bit more tinder. Now, watching YouTube videos, especially Mike, MCQ Bushcraft, big heroes, they're always talking about this stuff, which is Cramp fungus. This stuff, Daldinia concentrica. And this stuff's amazing, and it grows naturally, mainly on ash. Problem is, there isn't any ash around here, and I can't get it. I can only get it if I happen to be walking around in a woodland somewhere where there's loads of ash, and I stumble across some, and I manage to pick up some cramp balls. So I do what I've learned from watching YouTube videos, like Alfie Aesthetics, and I make my own. How do I do that? Well, I use what I've got. There's a lot of pine here, but there's also a lot of silver birch, and there's a hell of a lot of this stuff. And this stuff is silver birch bracket fungus, razor strop fungus, and it's really tough. You can do loads of stuff with it. You can make plasters out of it if it's in the right condition. You can make like corn plasters with it, those little donut shaped things that you can buy. There's loads of stuff you can do with it. You can strop a knife on it. But I don't need it for any of that, and there's loads of it around here. So what I do is I cut it up into little chunks and I char it in a char tin, and there it is. I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so fire's going, good old wood gas stove. This is my char tin. This is a sweet tin, had boiled sweets in it, drilled a hole in the top, and all I've done is cut up my razor strop fungus into chunks, put them in the tin, put the lid on, stick it on the fire. Job's a good one. Now you should be able to see already smoke starting to escape from that hole, that vent hole. And if we leave it long enough, that smoke will actually ignite, and we can ignite it in a bit. But you can see the flames licking up. It won't be long until that smoke's burnt, and what's happening is that that bracket fungus in there is charring. So we're going to leave it for a few minutes, and then I'm going to take it off, let it cool down a little bit, take the lid off, and have a look. And if it needs to go back on for a bit, it will go back on. I mean, I can see there that that gas escaping is flammable, and it's lit. It's gone out. Give it a couple more minutes, I'll take it on. It's literally been on 3 minutes. Doesn't take too long. Okay, so I've just taken it off now. Just let it cool down a bit, and then take a look and see how it's going. I was going to have a cup of tea, but too hot. I'm just drinking water. Just out of my Nalgene bottle. Got my Alfie Aesthetic gloves on. Give it a couple of minutes and then we'll open her up. It's just about, oh, still warm. Just about cool enough to touch though. Let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see they're charred, but not quite. There's still a bit to go in there. So we'll put the lid back on, stick it back on. Need to stoke the fire up a little bit though first. Right, okay, this is round 2. Just taking it off, just about cool enough. There we are, still smoking, but we've got charred. Might need a little bit longer. Poker stick. No, they're pretty well charred. Just get that lid back on. Don't want to expose them to too much oxygen. I'll have to stop, so stick that in there and leave that there for a bit. Right, and that's kind of it. I could leave them in a little bit longer, they'd char off really nicely, become really nice and dry, really nice and crisp, and you throw a few sparks on them. I used one to light that fire in my wood gas stove, and I've created 4 or 5 other pieces, and I've still got loads of razor strop fungus left to char in the future. So it's just a really good way, really economical for me. It's around in abundance, so it just makes sense. I hope this has been useful or interesting. If not, don't worry about it. If you did like it, if you could thumb it up, comment, subscribe, that would be amazing. Let's get this channel moving. Right, I'm going to take the dogs out for the rest of their walk now, stop messing around, and have some fun. Take it easy.